Hi, I'm Mark Lawson, president of ECS Publishing, home of MorningStar Music Publishers. We are very pleased to be joined by Jocelyn Hagen, who has written a wonderful new piece that's in the MorningStar catalog. And so welcome, Jocelyn.
Hello, Mark. Good to see you.
So it's so great to have a piece like this in the catalog because you're not necessarily known for your hymn settings. And then this is a wonderful setting of Lord of All Hopefulness. Tell us about how this came to be.
Yeah, this was a really neat commission from the church. So it was commissioned by St. Andrew Lutheran Church in Minnesota, and it was for this woman named Jan Maudlin, who was a church musician. She accompanied the choir, she played the organ, and just had a long relationship with the church. And she was retiring from that work, and they wanted to celebrate her. That's always a good reason to commission a piece. And
Yeah.
it was the pastor, actually, I think, that knew me because he was a choral singer and had sung some of my work years and years ago. And yeah, so he reached out to me and said, we'd like to commission this piece in honor of this, special woman, and we'd love for you to do it.
That's
So
great. That's great.
yeah.
Well, so much of your work is original composition and so wonderful, let me add, but so much of it's original composition. How do you approach a well-known hymn? How did you approach this in your composition?
Yeah, that's a good question. I love arranging, and I don't get the chance to do it all that often. But what I find fun about that is taking each verse, especially when it's something strophic like this, and really making each verse have its own personality, unique sound to it. So there were a lot of ways that I did that within this piece, Lord of All Hopefulness. Like there's a soprano solo at the end, and there's additional strings if you want to add strings to it. But one of my favorite things that I did is that I gave the pianist the melody for a while, which, it was a piece in honor of a pianist, and I'm a pianist. And so I love doing that when I have the opportunity to really showcase the instrumentalist as well.
Hmm. Well, are there any other points that you would like to point out to the conductors that they maybe take a particular look at?
Ah, it's fun. The piano part is really involved, but it's also supportive of the
Mhm.
voices. So in the first or second verse here, it's got a lot of, 16th note movement kind of propelling the music forward. But there's also an a cappella verse. Uh, and of course, you can play underneath if you want to in that section. But I love finding more unique harmonies to go with a hymn melody, or when I'm setting a folk song or anything like that. Just something a little bit different where the harmony goes
Mhm.
someplace you don't expect. I really love that. So
Mhm.
in this, when it's the a cappella verse, it does kind of go in some unexpected places.
But not in a way that it's not accessible. I think that's one of the things I see so many times in church. We're really hurting for rehearsal time, and people have to have things that they can learn fairly quickly. And I really think this piece fits that category.
Well, thank you.
So,
Yeah, I don't get many performances in churches, and I think this is a good one that will hopefully lead me to doing more of that. Yeah, it was a fun project, and I really enjoyed honoring Jan with this
well, we
piece.
hope so too. We hope so too. We love
Yeah.
having your work in the catalog. So I would encourage people to take a listen. It's wonderfully recorded by Matthew Culleton and the Singers, and it's available on the website. So please take a look. So thank you very much, Jocelyn, for taking time to visit.
Of course, Mark. A pleasure.
All right, take care.
Thanks.